Wiggle your toes just a little bit.
Oh! Ah! Oh! Oh, you're like touching my brain. Ah! I feel like I've taken drugs. Oh! Wow! Wow! I'm not sure if I know what I'm in for here, but this, ladies and gentlemen, is Dr. Beau Hightower. Can I call you a chiropractor?
That's one of the names you can call me.
Yeah, but I think what you do is definitely not what most chiropractors do.
Right.
But we'll call you a chiropractor for the sake of today's video.
Yeah, for the SEO, chiropractor it is.
There it is. He has over 1 million subscribers on YouTube. His link is down below for his channel, so subscribe to that. Over 300 million views on your YouTube channel. It's crazy. You've worked on some of the biggest names in the world. Who are some of the favorite people that you've worked on?
I mean, the favorite people I work on are just your blue collar people, man. I like working on the UPS worker, drivers. I like working on, the guys that take care of the streets, the construction workers, especially the people in Albuquerque, New Mexico. You always have my heart. But yeah, we've been blessed. We work with a lot of UFC fighters, being in Jackson's gym, and now we're like switching over into wrestling, which is really cool because that's where my childhood was. So
yeah, people have seen you work on Bobby Lashley, Ryback, Lana, and I gotta tell you, every time you do this with the hammer, I get scared a little bit.
Yeah, for you or for somebody else?
Maybe both?
Yeah, for both.
This is like mini Thor's hammer here.
It is. So this is for the big guys, obviously. The big guy, speaking of Ryback, Miro, all these. So a lot of the hammering stuff is really designed from chiropractors that worked on horses. A lot of it goes back a long time from Thailand to, Eastern Europe and all these other places. So when you have a giant athlete like that, they're kind of like a horse. And so if you have a small person, they're not gonna be able to manually move those big guys. So as we've had heavyweight fighters and boxers and people like that, to get the right specificity and the right force, we had to kind of up the ante, and so here we are.
It sounds like it hurts. Does it hurt?
It doesn't hurt as much as you were hurting before.
Okay, all right, so you're gonna fix me.
Yeah.
Because I think for me, and if anybody saw the video where Gangrel gave me his finisher, the Impaler DDT. Yeah, that hurt. So my neck still kind of hurts from that. It's my fault, by the way, I took that move wrong.
It's still real to me, damn it.
It really is still real to me. So sorry. Gangrel, you gave the move correctly. I took it wrong.
I saw it. It was legit.
Yeah. But other than that, I feel like I'm in great shape. I feel like I'm not really hurting at all.
Physically.
Physically.
The other stuff, I can't really help.
You can't? No?
No.
I could lay down and just tell you my problems for a while.
Yeah, probably won't pay attention that much, but we can hammer it out.
How long have you been doing what you do?
About 11 years.
Wow.
So the hammer and chisel stuff we've incorporated the last 6 or 7. So, the tools we have with us, we patented them, we're gonna start selling them as well. So we're moving into that realm, but we've been working with, especially fighters and pro athletes, about 11 years.
Wow. All right, let's do this thing.
Let's do it. All right, so go ahead and turn your head to the left for me. Let's see how much range of motion we got there. Okay, and then to the right all the way. And then back to center, and look up to the ceiling. Any pain there?
Yeah.
Okay, and down all the way. And so where has it been bothering you the most?
It's just like tight. I think right in like here-ish.
On the left side mostly?
Yeah, it doesn't really hurt though, it's just tight.
Okay. Pressing it right there, huh? And so you've had physical therapy, massage, chiropractic,
Yeah.
all of the above?
Yeah.
And what do you do best with normally?
Massage.
Massage?
Yeah.
Okay. Like deep tissue or like?
Yeah, deep tissue.
Okay. So we're gonna have this. All right.
Uh-oh.
So let's go ahead and look straight down. So give us your backstory, man. So you said you were trained to be a wrestler originally, right?
So I want to be a pro wrestler. Lifetime.
Since you were a little kid.
Wow, that's good. Yeah, lifetime wrestling fan, and I wanted to do it. I wanted to be in the ring. Oh, man. Wow, I feel it right in my head there. So while I was in college, I actually went to wrestling school and had to decide, like, was I going to go to school, or was I going to go to wrestling school? Because I don't think you can do both at the same time.
That'd be impressive if you could.
Oh, wow. So ended up continuing with my studies. I got a communication studies degree, and I've ended up working in television and radio. I've been doing that for the last 15 years. Wow. What exactly are you pushing there? Wow.
So where these muscles tie into the top of the neck is right in that area.
You feel it?
I do.
Okay, so you know.
Do you feel it then?
Oh, I feel it. How can I not feel it? Woo!
Right. Yeah, it's funny you said that. My mom always said that I had a face for radio and a voice for television. So
I'm just happy that I was able to like continue doing what I did in the broadcasting world, but still like be able to dip my toe into the wrestling world. You know, interview some of my favorite wrestlers. I've interviewed The Rock, John Cena, Kurt Angle, you name it. I've had an interview with them, and it's been amazing to be able to like learn and get some insight from them.
So you know all the ins and outs of the industry more than most people.
I would think so. Although, you know,
Pay structures and
I don't know about that.
yeah.
There's a lot of things that like I still feel like we all get surprised by.
So you're basically McMahon is what you're telling me.
I'm McMahon.
You are a McMahon.
Yeah, I'm Chris McMahon.
Yeah, there you go. Who knew?
Wow.
So you said you were trying to go to wrestling school, and you decided you could only go to get your degree. Where'd you go to undergrad?
Why are my feet tingling? I'm from Canada, so I went to college in Waterloo, Ontario, Wilfrid Laurier University. Okay. So if you go to Canada, he is the guy. Okay. He's the guy on the $5 bill. Wow, what is?
But you guys still have the Queen on your money, right?
Yeah, the Queen's on a lot of money. The Queen's on the loonie. You know what a loonie is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know what a tuning is as well.
What? You know what a toonie is? Yeah. $1 coin, $2 coin.
But if the Queen's on your money, that technically makes you British, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, sore spot. Sorry.
This is confusing. Sorry about that. Wow.
We were just joking. We were like, if you really want to be technical at phonetic pronunciation of English, listen to Canadians.
I feel like they're saying everything wrong.
No,
don't you?
It's so right. So
Really?
if I say, I should say says, not says. And if I say, somebody who past tense of somebody who was a victor in a contest, it should be won, not won.
That's true. Oh, wow. Is that just your thumb?
It is. It's the real catch wrestling right there.
Ooh.
Position status.
This hurts more than anything I ever did in wrestling school.
Now, this is healing.
It is?
It is.
Oh, I feel like my eyeballs are bulging out. Oh.
There we go. So continue what you were saying. So you said you were dipping your toes into wrestling. You started your own podcast. You've got your own YouTube channel now, which, by the way, link is below. Make sure you go click on them, give them a sub, watch all the ads.
Yeah, please. Thank you. So I've been a TV host my entire career. So ever since I graduated from college, I've been working as a TV host. But as you know, there's this amazing thing now called YouTube. And I was able to really niche down into the interviews I was doing. So I was doing celebrity interviews for almost my entire career.
Sure.
So interviewing everybody, you name it, like Tom Cruise, Sandra Bullock, Meryl Streep, Denzel Washington, the list goes on and on and on and on. But I noticed that every time I was doing an interview with a wrestler, those were the interviews that were getting, those were the interviews that were getting more views. Wow. I feel like I've taken drugs.
So shoulders drop down now.
Yeah, that's fine.
You see that? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's get them evened out.
Wow.
Yeah, look straight down. So the wrestlers were getting more views and more engagement.
Yeah, and I just decided that
Wrestling fan base is strong, man.
as you know, yeah.
And it's funny because I grew up watching wrestling, and NWA, WWF. Then I was a WCW fan in the mid '90s.
Okay.
Monday Night Wars, I was Team WCW. And back to Attitude Era, and then up until the point where Brock crossed over to MMA was really when I got into MMA, and I know a lot of people did that too.
Oh yeah, UFC 100 changed everything.
So after that, man, it's been a lot harder for me to keep up with wrestling, being so caught in the MMA community. I still try to, especially now that I have some friends in the industry, but it's interesting how the love for those things, maybe it's all things that are combat related, whether it's, and UFC to me always existed because it's what we wanted to see in reality from wrestling, right? It was like you had these characters, which was crazy because in the 80s, every WWF character was somebody's job. You had a Mountie. You had a
the Repo Man.
Right,
you
a
had
Sergeant.
Big Boss Man.
Yeah, an Undertaker.
A Clown. Yeah.
Everybody was a job, like an extreme version of a job.
I feel like you could have been a great character.
Which is... He's the Inflictor. Which is kind of interesting because that's how video games sort of were. You had Zangief and E Honda, and that's something that I think our generation really was captivated by. And so when you had, especially original UFC stuff, you had just characters, that represented like a caricature. You had a Cowboy Cerrone, you had a Brock Lesnar, you had a Country Boy and Matt Hughes, you had a French, a French Canadian in shorty shorts.
Georges St. Pierre.
Yep. So it was very interesting because it was like the real version of what we were always watching as kids in wrestling. And not to say that they don't get beat up and hurt, but obviously we know what we mean. Which is crazy, though, if you watch some of Brock's some of Brock's matches, like, was that?
Is it just me, or did the left side hurt more than the right side?
The left side was way more jacked up because that's where you were DDT. Yeah. So. So it's been cool because I always get on the UFC fans and they're like, yeah, wrestling's dead and blah, blah, blah. I said, listen, man, just the WWE, their channel has, 70 million subs?
WWE's one of the top YouTube channels in the world.
Overall.
Yeah.
So, people still watch, people are still paying attention, people still love the storylines.
Yep.
And I don't think it'll ever go away.
No. I would watch... So my first introduction to UFC was renting the VHS from Blockbuster.
What number did you start with?
2.
Oh, so you were an OG fan.
Oh, yeah. I was like
So you just consumed all things combat sports, right?
Everything, yeah.
Bodybuilding fan too?
I was for a long time, like early 2000s.
Yeah. You got Flex Magazine and all that stuff?
Yeah, Flex Magazine, yes. I had a subscription.
Me too. So like a lot of the 80s kids, I guess we just liked muscles, man. We grew up on Hulk Hogan. Like Chris Bell said, bigger, stronger, faster, man. It's like we just grew up with that, train hard, eat your vitamins, say your prayers.
I wanted to be that big. Oh my gosh. Yeah,
Don't trust the Iron Sheik. Never trust the Iron Sheik.
Oh, you're like touching my brain.
Easy does it. Now give us that pay-per-view structure that you know about.
Oh my God.
Tell us how much they get paid.
Yeah, not as much as you think. What do you call this move? This should be your finisher.
Yeah, right? The decapitator. Well, then, we were always talking about like people having to change their names to keep their likeness, right?
Right, yeah.
Woof. Those big boys have a lot of power.
Oh my gosh. You sure you weren't a wrestler?
Amateur.
Hey, me too.
Amateur. Y'all wrestle in Canada?
Yeah, no, in 9th grade, I wrestled at 98 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah, I was tiny. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's so much looser now.
There you go. I wrestled 171 in 9th grade. A little beefier. So after you noticed that those wrestlers were getting gangbuster numbers, so that's what sort of set you on the road that you're on, or?
Yeah. So, and also selfishly, I just wanted to talk to wrestlers.
Right.
I mean,
makes sense.
You want to hang out with UFC fighters?
Of course.
Yeah, I want to hang out with wrestlers. Actually, I just had Stipe Miocic on the show.
Nice.
Oh my gosh.
Man. John Jones coming for that belt?
I don't think so.
He's coming for the belt.
Although Stipe said he wants to fight Brock.
Everybody wants to fight Brock.
But he was destroy Brock.
Everybody
Big money
to
fight, though.
I don't think Brock fights again.
I agree with you.
For what?
Exactly. For what?
He'll leverage it, come back with a short exclusive WWE contract again.
Especially if he goes back to UFC and loses. What does that do for his legacy?
But at a certain age, for the money you demand, do you really want to go through a full training camp like that again?
That's it.
And then for what? To fight who?
Right? Well, to fight the champ, I would think. I got goosebumps all over. Is this normal?
Yeah, it's normal.
Jeez.
Told you it was going to get spicy.
Oh my gosh.
All right, turn your head to the right. So then you watched all 3 of the fights with DC and Stipe.
I did, yeah. I mean, I don't think anyone's better in the heavyweight division than Stipe ever. I mean, he is the GOAT heavyweight.
Yeah, I mean, resume-wise for sure.
Oh, I just wish that DC was able to have his last fight in front of a crowd. Like,
right.
I just feel like, who knows what that, who knows how much that changes things.
Yeah, it's hard to say really. Close fight though.
Oh,
I think to me personally, and again, I think the extra weight that DC was carrying in those fights wasn't helpful.
I agree. Yeah, looked big. Very big at heavyweight.
Big, but it needs to be useful weight.
Oh, you have a hammer.
I thought the best he looked was that second fight with John.
Yeah, I agree.
He was real aggressive, throwing overhand stuff. Just didn't work out for him that night.
Oh, do you think DC's done?
Yeah.
I feel like he could come back in a year or two.
He's what, 41, 42 now?
Yeah.
I don't see either one of those. I mean, money talks, right?
It does.
Who knows how everybody's with their finances, but... Push your head straight back.
Oh.
Straight back. Good.
Oh my gosh. I shouldn't have worked out today.
So what's the craziest thing that you've done in an interview with a wrestler? Is it taking that shot, or was it...
No. I went to Sean Spears and Tyler Breeze's wrestling school in Central Florida. And like I said, I trained a little bit, so I wanted to get in the ring with them. And they decided it'd be fun if they lined up all their students and they'd all chop me. Yeah, so I took 20 chops, including 2 chops each from Sean Spears and Tyler Breeze.
I'm gonna link that in the bio too for you guys to watch. So if you want to see if you get tortured even more than this.
Yeah, that might have actually hurt more than this.
Yeah.
Wow.
Different kind of pain.
Oh.
That's funny. Okay, lay face up. All right, so I'm gonna clear that spot. Still a little bit stuck. So bring it right there. Wiggle your toes just a little bit.
Oh!
This one's gonna be right there. Try to relax completely.
Oh! Wow! Wow! Woo! Wow!
Still with us?
I think so.
Taste it?
Jeez.
I always ask people, can they taste colors now? Do the schnozberries taste like schnozberries?
Wow. That's crazy. My neck feels so loose now.
All right, let this go completely. Let the moneymaker go. Let the model chin relax. Let it go, let it go.
Oh! Shit. Oh!
I felt that tug.
Wow! Oh. Felt it like, oh my God, in my entire body. It's like God came down and touched me.
In the soul.
Wow.
Did you feel that all the way down?
Yes. I still feel it. What did you do to me?
Yeah, relax. I'm decompressing, man. Had a lot of compression lately. It's been a compressing year.
Has that been building up for like months, years?
Years.
Wow.
All the front squats.
Yeah.
Back squats, all the leg presses. All right, stand up, walk around over there, shake that out.
My God. I feel like I'm 4 inches taller now.
Standing up straighter, that's for sure.
Wow.
Yeah. So then we clear his upper back. So stay right there. We're gonna get both hands right here.
Full Nelson.
Yeah, looking right there. Master lock.
Yeah.
Elbows down just a little bit. Only Bobby Lashley can break it.
Oh! So loose now. Look at this. Wow.
Euphoria kicking it up.
Jeez.
All right. How's that spot on the neck feel now?
Yeah, a lot better.
Yeah.
My neck's so much looser now.
That looks better there. All right, so let's go right here. You're gonna go in and out with that hand. I'm gonna hook right here. This is your subscap. Keep moving it, keep moving it.
What is that?
It's mostly my middle finger that I'm giving you. A little bit of ring finger. There we go.
Oh, it's so loose now. Oh.
And it's gone.
Oh.
Boom. Even you out here.
Hold on a second.
I already feel it. Okay. What? Ah.
That's the spot.
Oh, I feel it loosening up now.
There we go. And he's free.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh.
All right, move your arms around here.
What muscle is that?
It's the subscapularis,
Like underneath my lat?
underneath your shoulder blade.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, on the bottom side of the shoulder blade. Should feel like it's easier to breathe now, and arms should feel lighter.
I feel like I could fight a bear now.
Revenant style.
Yeah.
Looks good.
You did some serious work there.
It gets deep, man.
These are magic hands you have.
The endorphins are flowing. The beta enkephalins are out there as well.
Sure.
It's your body's natural opioids.
Sure.
So you feel after a long run or a workout, a lot of times you're just kind of spaced and.
Oh my gosh. But I feel after that treatment, hold on 1 second. After that treatment, I'm no longer the champion. Dr. Beau.
I'm taking the belt home. I'm taking the belt home.
You're the real champion.
Oh man, let's go, champ. Let's go, champ.
Champ is here.
Champ is here.